You know, body language is the one aspect of communication that people pay pretty much no attention to. Which is interesting because majority of communication is body language. It makes up 55% of communication. 70% of the time you read it subconsciously. And you want to know how often you execute it subconsciously. 90% of the time, guys. 90. Isn't that just a crazy stat? Most people just go about life not paying attention to the biggest part of communication. But anyways, through your mastery of body language, you can exude tremendous amounts of confidence. And since people seem to be walking around with their eyes closed, they won't even notice it's due to your body language. They'll think, that guy's confident. I don't know what it is, but something about him is just his aura. He's got a confident aura. And that's what happens when you master communication. It's a superpower. So I'm going to teach you in this video how you can make that happen. So make sure you have a pen and paper. Make sure you're taking good notes. Openness. That's the law of this video. That's it. Just openness. Because when people are shy, nervous, anxious, uncomfortable, or any of these negative emotions, they tend to close off. They tend to guard what is known as your center line. Now you may be wondering, Daniel, what the heck is a center line? What are you even talking about right now? Well, I'll tell you. Your center line consists of your face, your neck, your chest, your belly, and your crotch. Boo! See what I've just done there? That's a flinch. It's instinctual in humans. When they are surprised, when they're taken aback by a bit of danger, or what they perceive to be danger, they close off what? Their center line. See what I did? I tilted my body away, I put my head down to cover my neck, and I used my arms and legs as barricades for my chest, belly, and crotch. That is called closed. And then when you think about closed body language, this is what you see. And this is what a lot of people do very often. It's a defense mechanism, and it's not just in humans, it's in animals as a whole. But the opposite is also true. One of the ways confident people exude their confidence is by being more open. And bears are an extremely good example of this. Now it's interesting because bears do this for two reasons. Number one is obviously to guard their center line less, like we've covered, that way they seem less threatened. However, second reason is because they take up more space this way. They come across as more dominant, more assertive, and of course, more confident. And humans are no exception. Let's take an instance where a human needs to be as intimidating as possible. A UFC standoff. What do? Head up high, shoulders back, chest outwards, and feet planted firm on the ground. I'm going to give you a couple of non-verbal cues that you can start incorporating into your day-to-day life from today to look like more of a G, take up more space, and appear way more confident. First, we have the arm drape. Now, this is a very simple yet effective cue that you can start executing. You can do this to people, you can do this to furniture, you can do this just about in any social interaction. Now, how do you execute this cue? Well, you just simply put your arm on top or around something or someone. It's as simple as that. What this does is it portrays dominance. It portrays confidence. And that's why you often see it with guys doing it to their women. It's a way to assert dominance as well as a possessive cue as well. Oftentimes, people or guys will put their arm around women simply just to show to other guys around that this is my woman. It's as simple as that. So this is a very, very practical and very easy to use cue. Definitely incorporate that into your own lives. Next up, we've got the figure 4 leg lock. Now this is a very good cue that you can start using whenever you're sitting down. Think of it almost as the dominant older brother of sitting down with your legs crossed. Oftentimes you hear sitting down with your legs crossed as feminine, it's submissive, it comes across as a little bit shy. And to certain extents, this is true. And that's because when you sit with your legs crossed, naturally you just take up less space. So this is a very good alternative to that. You half cross your legs in attempts to take up as much space as possible. However, this pose does have its limitations simply because of the amount of space that you are taking. You can't really execute this pose when you're sat at a table, let's say. So dinners or at an office, it's off the cards. However, just about any other social interaction, you can execute this pose. And lastly, we've got the arms akimbo. Now, this is a very, very good pose that you can start executing when you don't really know what to do with your hands. Maybe you just stood still somewhere and you don't want to put your hands in your pockets. This is a very good pose that you can execute because it completely unshields your center line, which makes you appear very confident. And you always see superheroes assuming this pose. Superman, to be exact, I always see doing this pose. And that's exactly how you execute it. You simply plant your feet firm on the ground, shoulder width apart, make sure your shoulder blades are retracted, your head up high, and you simply just put your hands on your hips. It's as simple as that, guys. Chest up as well. But those are all of the poses that I had for you today. Make sure you incorporate them into your lives and let me know how it goes. Send me a message or maybe put it on the community. And yeah, I'm really interested to see how you guys are getting on with these poses. So make sure you are engaging with the community. With that being said, that's all for this video. That's all from me. See you guys later.